years. It's crazy. In some respects, I feel like it's been way longer. And then some I'm like, really? It's already been 6 years? Because I feel like that just happened. Um, Patrick likes to make jokes about strokiversary. So some people call it a life day, your anniversary. Yes, Erin. Oh my God, you're on. Okay, cool. We can do an unboxing. So it's kind of perfect. Like she told me she was sending me this goodie. It wasn't for my strokiversary, but it kind of works out. I'm going to get to open it now. Peggy do. Everybody pop it on. Say shalom when you get here. If you are catching the replay, still say shalom. It's always cool to see what time you guys get to see it at and where you're at. Like I know Peggy Doo is over in North Carolina. Tony, shalom. Okay. I'm still not any better at unboxings. Me with scissors. I love it. She's like, I'm at work. It makes me nervous because there's like delicates in here. Tiffany, shalom. Oh, also share the video out, you guys. I pick a share winner. All you have to do is share the video, even if it's done being live. If you're on TikTok, pop over to my Instagram or Facebook, or I'm on YouTube. Guys, I got to see some of like a little sneaky peeky of what's in here. I'm excited. So you can ask me any questions about my recovery from a hemorrhagic stroke, but most importantly, just advocate for yourself. Look at, and the seashell. Okay, I don't want anything to blow away. It's like super windy out here. Set that right there. Oh, yes, Circa. I love, thank you, handwritten things that are actually made. I hope you enjoy your gift, and I will make sure to tag her. So love to ink me right there. She's on Instagram right now. What video? You can share this video out live, but on TikTok, it doesn't show me when you shared it. So comment, share, or I can easily see on Facebook, like it tells you like how many people shared the video and like who shared it. So you can always pop over to my Facebook, which is Tawny Romero Golick, link in my bio, or you can, type in Tawny the Mermaid. You should find me. Okay, wait, what? Okay, Unikite activates the third eye, helps relieve stress, a grounding stone. You knew. Okay, so Erin knows that I need help grounding. I need to get myself just a little bit. Thank you for sharing it, Sarah. Ooh, it's pretty too. Look at the greens and the pinks in it. Like, are you kidding me? Say what? Thank you, Tiffany, for sharing. Dude, your reels had me cracking up. I just love, like, when I was a kid, if I would have had a way to, I used to record myself and dance to like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys up in my room and make up dances and then make my mom watch them. So like, are you kidding me if I would have had reels or TikTok then? Like what? So it's super fun. Yes, these are all pretty. Okay, wait for this. My mermaid friends, get ready. Right? And we need help grounding because I love people and but like I've learned this year, I've been better with my boundaries, have I not? I'm working on that. Working on saying no. It's not the problem. I can say no, but then I feel bad. I'm like, I shouldn't have said that. Maybe I should do this. And it's like, no. Are these little shark teeth? Dude. Look at how beautiful. Oh my God. So I love like putting this out. My mom's like, you have so many knickknacks everywhere. Why do you have to put stuff everywhere? Yes, here it is. Here's these earrings. Oh my gosh. Look at with the seashells. Don't worry, I'm gonna take them out of the bag. Like what? Look at this with the blue. Are you kidding? Okay, so I freaking have not been wearing my ones that I usually put right here because I lost the back to one of them. So hold on, let's see. My hole's gonna work. Probably inappropriate. Thank you. My friend Erin. So come find me on Instagram. I will tag her. Look, I get to be all mermazing. Let me put the back to this because that's how we lost other things. I will tell you from the stroke, I definitely learned to listen to my body more, but it's almost weird. I feel like the first couple years I was in so much pain that I learned how to like ignore and push past that. So like this year has been, last year was better, but I really have to thank you guys when you always say, you're like, go lay down, like stop. Like Patrick has to do that. He's like, will you stop moving around everywhere? Like, will you just chill out, lady? I just realized I'm wearing my blue light blockers. Like, those are not sunglasses. That ain't helping me see nothing. Like, what? What are you talking about? And then look at the necklace, the mermaid tail. Oh my God. Wait, this is an anklet. I forgot you. Yes. I love anklets. I love them. I love them. Ooh, we got a keychain. Look at all this cute stuff. So I love, even when I didn't live by the beach, it just makes me happy, you know? Like when you look at your keys, oh God, that's gorgeous. That's so pretty. Erin, thank you. You know, like you all have to have keys. We all have to, you know, do things. And so being able to just decorate them and make them more pretty. Look at me. Sorry. I have to put the anklet on right away. Is anyone else like that? One of those people? You're like, I got it. I'm putting it right on. Like my mom's always like, you birthday party. She'd be like, you don't need to put that on right now. Like keep opening presents. And I'm like, but I want to put this on right now. But mommy, I want to wear it now. Pop it. Yes, luckily I can put my bracelet on right away. Look at all those pretty charms. We got mermaid. Oh, let me space them out. We got a little starfish. We got some shells. You good, Peggy Do. You really need to rest. Rest. Oh, I was like, what is in this little napkin? What do we have right here? What do we have? Ooh. Look at with the shells and everything. Oh no. Okay. You know what I see what happened. So this cute little glass jar thing, somehow the back of it broke. So like there's some sand that's falling out of it. But it's still super, super cute. But it's really weird. It's like it didn't crack at the top. Like I don't know where it got like cracked where the sand. It looks like it's coming out there, but that's just the glue. That's just the glue. And don't ever feel bad. Usually that's always me. Like people be like, I sent it to so many other people. Theirs didn't get ruined. Why did yours? I'm like, because I swear the universe just likes me to have the things that I say it. They have character. They have personality and character. If you got a little scars, you got some stuff going on in there. Caitlin, hello. Happy Thursday. I want to challenge everyone to say at least one thing they are thankful for. Like I'm thankful for Erin and this stone. Like I don't know. I already feel just like we got this. We're good. Like what? So I like lots of bracelets. I've always been that way. I just like more. I'm one of those more is better, which I know that's not necessarily the best. Peggy Do, thank you for saying that. I blessed it too. Thank you. Giving me lots of good vibes. I need all them. So it's totally my own fault that my heel is hurt. I am the dodo who jumped in to said shallow end. Why? Because we didn't want to get our hair wet. Like, Tawny, come on now. So, I also though feel it almost happened for a reason. It was kind of like to remind me to slow down and to appreciate like it's not broken because I can put pressure on it. It might be fractured or bone bruised. Doesn't matter. They would do the same thing that I'm doing with it. I'm icing, keeping it up, trying to stay off of it, elevating it, you know. But like walking slowly and having that pain, I'm like really reflecting back at how hard it was to do some of those things. So thank you, Erin, so much. Have a good day at work. I love you. You are amazing. So I will be tagging her so that you guys can grab your goodies. But it's always so easy. When you feel like death, like when you're super sick, you're like laying or like hugging I just always think when I'm super sick, like puking, that's when I'm like, I cannot deal with this. You're like, oh my God, I just want to feel better. And then as soon as you feel better, you're like, oh, I'm so great. So, I really just like to take a moment and stop and realize, like, are you taking a deep breath right now? Maybe you had just a headache before and you're like, my head doesn't hurt right now. So it's super important to take some time and to reflect on that. I heard something really awesome. Jay Shetty, I love him. I love podcasts from him. Said something in a way that I needed to hear. So maybe it will help you. It was like, you have to teach people how to treat you and like how to interact. And I know we've all said that before, or heard that. But like he said, when working at home, like he's like, when I work at home, I tell my wife, like from this time and this time, like my first priorities are these things. So like if you choose to talk to me during those times, know that like I'm going to be half listening because I'm also doing other stuff. And I just thought that was so much better than like I'm working from this time to this time, because it's like, okay, well, I still want to tell you something. It's like, you can talk to me, but like I'm super focused and engaged in this, because when you stop and like divert your energy or your time, it can take you so much longer to get tasks done. So I'm like really working on breaking things up into chunks, because my ADHD brain does not want to do everything all at one time. So kind of like, okay, you need to clean the whole house. Like, let me try to do that all in a couple straight hours. Like, that's boring. I'm bored. I hate it. I don't want to do it. But like, if I'm like, oh, I'm going to spend 30 minutes in the kitchen, and then I'm going to go outside and hang out with the animals again. Okay. And then I'm going to do whatever. I'm just saying 30 minutes or something. But I really liked that it was like teaching people how to interact with you. And I thought it was super important, more and more as I am on committees, and we have our Spark Squad team. So there's a lot of different obligations, in the best way. Pressures of privilege. But I thought it was super helpful. He said when people will add tasks or say things, he's like, I will then explain to them, well, this is all the things that I have planned for today. If you would like me to put that task onto these things, where would you like me to prioritize it, and what thing could be taken away? So like, say I'm on the graphics team, say you have me working on like 3 graphics, and then all of a sudden like a sale came today and they're like, and now I need you to work on this sale. Like, I want you to work on this sale. Luckily it's all optional. You don't have to make whatever you don't want to. I'm always like, okay, yeah. And I always just think, yes, I'll do it. I'll just add it on to all the things I have to do. And then I tend to always put everybody else's needs above my own. So I've really been learning, first of all, I don't need to answer right away. I'm not the only one in the graphics team. So I'm really learning like that it is an anxiety thing, and it's a people pleasing, that I'm like, I have to respond right away. It's also what I have realized, having the brain injury and the stroke, is that I tend to respond to everything immediately, because I still fear like, but my brain could blow up any second and then I may not be able to answer you. I may not even be here. So like I handle things right away, which now that I deal with depression, anxiety, is really not the best way. It's like anybody, like if someone sends you a message and you start feeling your heart racing, or you start feeling sweaty and you're like, huh? You need to take a deep breath, and now is not when you should be responding to that person. You should go like take 5 minutes, go send out some gratitude to some people, and then revisit that conversation. So it's been something new that I've been learning about, like, you can say people like, it's going to take me a little bit to think about that. Can I get back to you? And so I hope some of those tips can help you with setting those boundaries, because I know it is not easy. It's not, well, it's easier for some people than others. And I know that it's a skill that I have to develop. And since like attracts like, I have a feeling some of you guys have some boundaries too. And being able to just be okay with saying no. Like, okay, yeah, I said no, and hopefully and instead of being like, I hope that's okay, it's like, I just set that boundary. I can still help in other ways, or in say other things. So I don't know. It was cool to hear. I will share, it was one of Shetty's podcast. He went over like 8 different ways that you can help get rid of distraction. He did suggest a social media detox, which I'm all for. He said a whole week. I didn't take a week, but I do highly suggest to everybody, if you are on your phone a lot, because don't think about it this way. When we used to go to the store, if you were waiting in line, what would you do while you're waiting in line? You would just stare around and let your mind wander. But now we're constantly doing something. You have your phone in your hand all the time. When I'm even walking into the grocery store, I'm on my phone. So I try to do an hour out of the day, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a whole hour, but like 30 minutes here where I am not plugged into my phone. Like I don't hear any notifications. I mean, I don't have kids, but I will give you a little tip. There is settings on your phone. You can put people as favorites. And what it will do is if you put your phone in do not disturb, if someone is on your favorite list and they call back more than twice, it will start to ring. It will like let them break through. So you could have your kids' school, the doctors, like your husband. So certain people, so that like if you're like, but I have to check my phone like every 10 minutes. I have kids. What if something happened? Or every 5, whatever. I don't know if you have timers. I don't know how you parents do things and raise tiny humans. You're amazing. So I just know that's helped some of my friends, and my one friend who's a mom did not even know that. So even if your kids are all grown, like mom has that. I'm like, put your phone in do not disturb. Me, Gage, dad are on there, my grandparents, my uncles. So I was like, if someone needs anything, we know. I call, I leave a message, and then I call again, and the phone like defaults and like unlocks and lets like the phone call get through. Karen, shallow. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Please make sure you drink your waters. I know a lot of people think that I had my stroke because I was out drinking and like partying away. I actually wasn't. It happened in the shower before I even went out, before I even got one margarita, no chips and salsa, none of that good stuff. And they still don't know why it happened. So I was just one of those lucky few who was born with a weird little thing in my brain and it decided to blow up. I was only 28, so they actually went a whole week misdiagnosing me. And I just don't want anyone to go through that either. So we thought I had meningitis. I was so sleepy and my neck was so stiff, and they still didn't scan me. So I look back now and I'm like, I definitely should have advocated harder for myself. So if you hear anything from me, trust your own body, keep advocating for yourself. And I hope you guys all have an amazing Friday Eve. That's right. It is Friday Eve. Bye. Boop. And, oh, you guys just turned around. Boop. TikTok, you don't stop. Book of Faces. I love you guys. I'm really liking these vibes. I'm feeling very shelly. And I hope you have a good day. Bye.